Which male name has been ruined forever for you? Adolf. Kyle. Have never met a Kyle who wasn't an ass. Chad. Ruined by nice guys and incels. Parker. But honestly I think I'd hate that name anyway. Jeffrey XD. Mark, and I know I'm not the only one. Not seeing my name show up once. Feeling good. Will upside down face, and it sucks because I always loved the name William as a kid. Mike. They're always players. Andy. Chris. For no real reason other than I've never met an interesting Chris. Justin. They are just always a cheater, ho. Richard equals Dick. Majority of biblical names. Blows my mind PPL that shitty can have names so holy lol. Donald. Paul. Scott. Everyone I've met has been an asshole. Jeremy. I'm a teacher. So many names ruined. The standouts. Cameron. Never met a nice one as a kid or a teacher. Kyle Finn Pietro. Gavin face vomiting face vomiting face vomiting face vomiting. Tristan Thompson. Dustin. Brad. Even feels gross typing out. Nathan. Nate. Tyler. Brett. Eric. Voldemort. Michael. Mike. Jesse. Brandon. Josh. J names. Joe for male, and if you're curious about female name, Rachel nauseated face. James. James is in a hole. Darren. I'll just leave it at that. Jackson. Simon Yal. I got played like a drum. Edward. Freaking, too light. Plus Isabella. Both names I wanted to name my children when I was younger. But not anymore. Kevin. Matt. David. EWH. Michael. Any variation of Tom or Thompson. Not the best X. Garrett. Garrett too. Because that's the name of the dude who raped me and gave me herpes. Brandon. Kyle. Any man with two or more first names. As in their middle and last names are all first names. Also. Robert. Shane. Nick. James. Richard. Charles. Fuck you in particular. Leon. They seem to all be misogynists. Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Never met a good one. Kevin. Chris. Chris Watts. Chris Coleman. Chris Wilder. Chris's like to kill. Eric. Honestly, any J name. Or a guy who only has initials like MJ, DJ, TJ, etc. Anything starting with J. Tears of joy. Josh and Nick. Josh. Removed. Todd. They always had some kind of problem. Brian. Ryan. Every Ryan I've met and or dated is a massive asshole. Josh, Joe, John, something about basic ass J names. Tim. Jonathan. Any name that starts with AJ. Andres. Tony. Ben. Dan. Three-letter name dudes who can F off. My dad's. Justin. Josh. Kevin. Just Google Kevinismus. Adam. Used to love that name until I met a horrible Adam. Now every time I hear that name I think of him unamused. Brett. Never met a nice one, they've all been absolute dicks. OJ. Judging by the comments, all men with a name are a holes open mouth smile. Josh. All J's. My birth name. Being trans does that a lot equals. Robert. Nicholas. Because I hung out with one for a while years ago, and he turned into an obsessive creep. Adam. Matt, Jonathan, Bobby, Robert, Vincent, etc. Woman shrugging light skin tone. Nick. Thomas, John. Owen. All four were exes and I hate their names. Oh, and it isn't said Thomas. It's said Tomas. Literally fuck all those names. Jack. No explanation needed. Mike. Aaron and Tyler. Getting harassed will ruin names for ya. Hudson. Joel. Craig. For such an old-ass name, the dude was a fuckboy. Josh. Can we do full names? Chris Pratt, for first names. Brock, Chad, Dick. Michael. I have yet to meet a normal Michael. Michael. I've went out with maybe 7 Michaels and dated 2. They were all meh and the last Michael was an asshole. It doesn't help that my sister's partner is also a Michael. They're everywhere. Lawrence. Never met a Lawrence that I clicked with. I've met about 4. David, Dave. Joaquin and Aditya Fosho. Ivan and Stanilas. Cody and Cole. Cody for making fun of a kid who was relearning how to walk after a bad seizure. Cole for hurting his kid sisters. Donald. Adolf. Any J name. Justin. All Justins are jerks to me. I'm talking like 5/5, including a brother. Steve. James. Kevin. Ryan and Brian. My dead name, too many bad stuff associated with it. Kevin. Never met a Kevin that wasn't creepy. Daniel. Daniels are all manipulative assholes. Dwayne. Robert and Justin. Derek. Mark and Peter, both former partners of my mother. Brian. They're almost always weirdos. Devon. Ollie. Oliver. Ruined by some English dude I was friends with for 7 years. Justin. Elias. Hunter. Dated 2 hunters and they both managed to break me more than my divorce did. Josh. Tom. This was my ex-partner's name and I never met a Tom that wasn't a jerk tbh. Oh. And Kevin. But that's a German thing. Eric. Scott. Carl. Name of my first BF. He really showed me what abuse was. Enzo can never do that shit again. I ceremoniously only call him fuckface when I talk about him in the past. Ben Horrid. Removed. J. Gabriel. Literally they all are absolute assholes. Ian, X, and Martin. Dad. I just associate both with emotional abuse and manipulation, and cheating. Jake. If Jake from State Farm hadn't ruined it, then Jake Paul would have. James. Aiden. Aiden and all the other incarnations of that name. There were at least 3 in every class at my kids' school and they were all shitty kids. Sebastian because all the ones I met were *** holes. Came here to say Kyle. But everyone else is already saying that. I've never encountered a Kyle who wasn't annoying. But now add the white supremacist terrorist connotation. Rodrigo. Because fuck Rodrigo. Soup Deep. It's an Indian name but it sounds funny in English. Sorry Josh. Ryan Grimace. Connor and Aiden. Brock. I grew up loving Pokemon and liked Brock as a character. Then Brock Turner, the rapist, happened. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.